Welcome to the 2019-2020 Gordon County 4-H Award Ceremony. I would like to introduce to you the 2019-2020 County Council officers. Lead reporter Kylie Hurd, Assistant reporter Hannah Jones, Vice President of Community Engagement Bryson Smith, Assistant Vice President of Community Engagement Hannah McElrath, Vice President of Programs Noah Marchman, Secretary Jasmine Ralston, Parliamentarian Brianna Manning, and I am the 4-H County Council President Gabrielle Ralston. Brianna Manning will now lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Brianna?
Thank you, Gabrielle. Please stand and join us in the pledge, and remember, there is no pause between one nation and under God. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Gabrielle?
Thank you, Brianna. We are delighted that you were able to watch this video honoring the efforts and achievements of the Gordon County 4-H members and supporters. We will begin our presentation with a few words of greetings from Hannah Jones, a Gordon County 4-H'er that served this past year as a member of the Northwest Junior Board of Directors, representing 39 counties. Hannah?
Thanks, Gabrielle. Hi, everyone. My name's Hannah, and I'm so sad that I'm not getting to see everyone's face today, but hopefully everything will be back to normal soon. Anyways, as Gabrielle just said, I'm a former Northwest Junior Board member, and let me tell you, it was one of the best experiences of my life. It helped me break out of my shell and make so many new friends. It also taught me things like how to speak in front of big crowds, ways to spread the word about 4-H, proper etiquette, and so much more. My board is like my family to me now, and I'm so thankful for all of them and the experiences I was given. I made some of the best memories with them that will always stay with me. This all leads back to 4-H and what an outstanding program it is. I don't know what I would do without it. It truly is the best. Thank you. Gabrielle?
Thank you, Hannah. Jasmine Ralston will now recognize the 4-H partners and donors. Jasmine? Thank you, Gabrielle. We are pleased to have many special donors and community partners that we would like to thank for their support of our 4-H program. Thank you to Gordon County Board of Education, faculty, staff, and administration of Gordon County Schools, Calhoun City Board of Education, faculty, staff, and administration of Calhoun City Schools, Gordon County Board of Commissioners and County Manager, Calhoun City Council and Mayor, state legislators including Representative Rick Jaspers, District 11, Representative Matt Barton, District 5, Senator Chuck Payne, District 54, and Senator Chuck Hufstetler, District 52. Ag Georgia Farm Credit, Amazon, Wayne Bennett with Georgia Florida Charlets Association and Ridgefield Farms, Terry Bunch, Calhoun Farm Supply, Robert and Janice Forrest, Georgia 4-H Foundation, Godfrey's Warehouse, Gordon County Farm Bureau, Gordon County Saddle Club, Mitch Ralston with Gordon County Sheriff's Department, Gravitz Farm Supply, Hunt's H Plus Brangus, Kroger, Microsoft and National 4-H Council, Darren Richmond with Mountain Laurel Classic Cell, North Georgia EMC, Carla Payne with Payne Farms and Produce, Red Carpet Cattlemen's Association, Showcoat Solutions, Tractor Supply Company, and United Way of Gordon County. Hannah McElrath will now recognize this year's volunteers. Hannah?
Thank you, Jasmine. We are so grateful for our volunteers, without whose time and attention our program would not be as broad or as strong as it is. These 60-plus volunteers act in a variety of roles, whether as team coaches, trip chaperones, fundraisers, program supporters, or program development team members. 4-H volunteers this year were Keely Adams, Tracy and Brittany Angel, Nicole Blaylock, Brian Brewer, Jennifer Brown, Anne-Marie Carr, Ed Chance, Chelsea Clayton, Jeremy Collis, Jason Duggan, Rhonda Dunaway, Shay Dutton, Janice Forrest, Alan Gelman, Stacy and Dawn Garland, Tara Green, Danielle Griffin, Caleb Griner, Jamin Hall, Garrett Hammonds, Nikki Hampton, Elaine Height, Jason Hooper, Richard Hudgens, Robert and Brandy Hurd, Bruce and Mary Manning, Rodney and Sarah McElrath, Sherry Moore, James Morris, Jackie and Teresa Mulkey, Catherine Mulkey, Jackie Palazzolo, Carrie Parrish, Tony and Leah Petty, Chris Pierce, Doug and Sandy Ralston, Alan Robertson, Nathan Sailors, Darren and Carly Sexton, Pam Seals, Eddie and Jennifer Smith, Rebecca Sprague, Valerie Stafford, Chrissy Stamey, Glenn Stanley, Katie Street, Darlene Tierce, Kip Williams, Tina Wilson, and Paul Worley. We certainly need and appreciate all of our certified volunteers. However, there is one individual who has gone above and beyond as a volunteer this past year, braving a trip to Ohio to become a lead volunteer on a brand new 4-H program and acting as our official 4-H photographer at almost every event. She has put a lot of energy, time, and effort into fulfilling the 4-H motto of making the best better. She also serves on our 4-H program development team and has been an extraordinary partner to Catoosa and Whitfield counties as she coordinated all aspects of our 4-H Tech Changemakers program. I am pleased to announce the 2019-2020 Gordon County 4-H Certified Volunteer Leader of the Year is Miss Rhonda Dunaway. We will now begin our recognition of achievements by Gordon County 4-Hers. Agriculture and STEM is one of the 3 program areas of 4-H and is the historic foundation of 4-H. Our livestock show teams, judging teams, and shooting sports teams, as well as our technology and robotics club, are all a part of this program area. 4-Hers who show livestock are committed to daily feeding, watering, exercising, and overall care of their animals. On show days, they not only have to make sure that they are physically and mentally prepared, but that their animals are calm and taken care of as well. Livestock exhibitors showing at state this year were beef cattle exhibitors Joshua Carr, Cole Craig, Kylie Hurd, Grace Johns, Brent McDaniel, Hannah McElrath, Rebecca McElrath, Hunter Petty, Gabrielle Ralston, Jasmine Ralston, Bryson Smith, Olivia Tierce, and Benjamin Williams. Kylie Hurd and Hannah McElrath also submitted record books on their beef cattle projects, with Kylie Hurd winning first place in the junior division and Hannah McElrath placing 4th in the senior division. Breeding doe and market goat exhibitors were Hunter Petty, Gabrielle Ralston, Jasmine Ralston, Bailey Williams, Benjamin Williams, and Brooke Williams. Breeding ewe and market lamb exhibitors were Jacob Brown, Luke Brown, Brianna Manning, Matthew Manning, Madison McMorris, Hunter Petty, Gabrielle Ralston, Jasmine Ralston, Brooklyn Stamey, Bailey Williams, and Brooke Williams. Swine exhibitors were Brianna Manning, Hannah McElrath, Rebecca McElrath, Madison McMorris, Roberto Romero, Hank Smith, and Emma Thomas. Bryson Smith will now recognize our judging teams. Bryson?
4-H judging programs in which a 4-Her learns to properly evaluate the species of beef or dairy cattle, goats, sheep, swine, and poultry, rank them, and give oral reasons as to justify and support their rankings. This year, each of these contests were held virtually over the summer. Participants in the dairy judging were junior team Wes Brown and Seth Carr, and the senior team Joshua Carr and Brianna Manning. Participants in the livestock judging team were junior team Wes Brown, Seth Carr, Allie Joe Cook, Henry Duggan, Lowry Duggan, Kylie Hurd, Caroline Jenkins, Hannah Jones, and Matthew Worley. Participants in the senior team were Brianna Manning, Brent McDaniel, Hannah McElrath, Rebecca McElrath, Hunter Petty, Gabrielle Ralston, Jasmine Ralston, and Bryson Smith. Participants in poultry judging learn to evaluate live birds, judge carcasses, identify chicken parts, and candle eggs. Only a senior division contest was offered this year. Participants included senior team Joshua Carr, Brianna Manning, Hannah McElrath, Rebecca McElrath, and Jasmine Ralston. Kylie Hurd will now recognize our shooting sports teams. Kylie?
Thank you, Bryson. Safety, Awareness, Fun, and Education Shooting Sports Program, or SAFE, teaches safe and responsible use of firearms, including sound decision-making, sportsmanship, and ethical behavior. This year's contests were canceled due to the pandemic, but each of these team members put in significant time and effort to practice. 4-Hers on our archery team may use either a recurve or compound bow and shoot targets from a distance of 18 to 60 meters, depending on the contest and grade level of the competitor. They can compete in an indoor and/or outdoor competition. Participants on the archery team were Cloverleaf, Dawson Belcher, Ezekiel Carter, Landinian Carter, Emily Davis, Evie Gresham, Caroline Kirby, Hannah Land, Presley Parrish, William Parrish, Asa Smith, Elijah Turner, Nathan Turner. Competitors on our junior team were Jacob Brown, Caitlin Clardy, Brooklyn Clark, Cole Dutton, Eli Freeman, Samuel Johnston, Lily May, Anna Shine Smith, and Titus Smith. Competitors on your senior team were Joseph Brown, George Freeman, Logan Fuller, and Ryan Kilgore. Participants in the 5-meter BB rifle shoot in 4 positions: prone, standing, sitting, and kneeling, take a written safety test, and they must shoot a qualifying score at district competition to be eligible to compete at state. Those participants were Hunter Angel, Austin Blackstock, Lane Byers, Nathan Champion, Carson DeGron, Harlan DeGron, Madison Inslee, Eli Hall, Reuben Hall, Sebastian Hall, Jackson Hearn, Zach Mulkey, Anna Cheyenne Smith, Caleb Stevens, and Matthew Worley. Participants on our shotgun team compete at a modified style tournament, shooting a series of 25 targets thrown at random angles and elevations in an electric trap machine. They must shoot a qualifying score at district competition to be eligible to compete at state. Shotgun modified trap participants this year were junior team Ava Dobash, Eli Freeman, Gage Hamden, Gavin Jones, Lily May, Rylan Stamey, and Jet Strickland. Competitors on our senior team were Joshua Collis, George Freeman, Will Freeman, Will Galman, Isaac Hall, Jacob Hunter, Brianna Manning, Roger Miller, Matthew Ramsey, Dylan Sykes, Ashton Stanley, and Mark Taylor Wright. Jasmine Ralston will now recognize our awards in technology and robotics. Jasmine?
Thank you, Kylie. 4-H Tech Changemakers is a program where youth leaders teach technology skills to adults. These youth have put on classes at the library and held sessions at schools and 4-H events to help answer technology questions. 4-Hers participating in this program were Hannah Jones, Brianna Manning, Noah Marchman, Hannah McElrath, Gabrielle Ralston, and Jasmine Ralston. New this past year was our robotics program. Through a collaboration with the Tennessee Valley Robotics, Gordon County 4-H provided 8 school-based teams with registration and supplies for their robotics teams. 4-Hers explored aspects of robotics and robotic careers, including engineering and design principles, problem solving, decision making and logical reasoning, science process and design skills, and technology related to robotic systems. 4-Hers participating in our robotics teams were Madeline Anglin, Seth Barnett, Brittany Brito, Austin Brown, Lane Byers, Leah Kane, Sophia Casico, Addison Corvey, Shayla Duncan, Madison Inslee, Kimberly Garcia, Caden Grantham, Aiden Hawkins, Taylor Hudson, Harrison Hughes, Nicholas Hunter, Grayson Hyde, Tanner Jaco, Jet Johnston, Braden Klosky, Jose Manuel Laura Omedo, Aaron Lopez, Madison Miller, Bo Moore, Frank Ochoa, Ella Paget, Presley Parrish, Hunter Parker, Landon Pearson, Marley Phipps, Cameron Pope, Olivia Ray, Cardin Sampson, Landon Saberkis, Ty Sisson, Bryson Sin, Dixie Smith, Caroline Sosby, Raylan Stone, Alex Sutton, Luke Todd, Jason Valdez, Logan Vasquez, Braylon Wilbanks, Braxton Volek, Matthew Zander, and Austin Zufelt. Hannah Jones will now recognize our awards in citizenship and leadership. Hannah?
Thank you, Jasmine. Citizenship and leadership are two more of our 4-H program areas where youth serve as club officers and team leaders, participate in conferences and rallies, 4-H Day at the Capitol, and engage in a wide variety of service activities. First, we will recognize those youth that have been trained this year to serve as team leaders for their peers and younger 4-Hers. These 4-Hers are Michaela Blackstock, McKenna Blaylock, Kennedy Chambers, Brooklyn Clark, and Bobby Hicks. One of our 4-Hers completed a second annual Leadership in Action project by coordinating and hosting a Lamb Goat Showmanship Clinic. That 4-Her is Jasmine Ralston. 2 4-Hers applied for the Dean's Award, an award that marks the culmination of a 4-Her's career, recognizing youth who have participated and excelled in a broad spectrum of activities and experiences over a sustained period of time within a particular category. The 4-Hers that submitted these applications were Brianna Manning and Bryson Smith, both in agriculture and natural resources. One 4-Her applied and was selected as an alternate for the Georgia 4-H Communications and Technology team. That 4-Her was Ryan Kilgore. 2 4-Hers applied for National 4-H Congress, a week-long trip to Washington, D.C., to engage in roundtable discussions and policy information sessions. Those 4-Hers were Bryson Smith and Gabrielle Ralston. 2 other 4-Hers applied for and were selected as Georgia 4-H Ready for Life ambassadors, learning career readiness and workforce prep skills, and will be leading their peers in teaching these skills over the upcoming year. Those 4-Hers were Hannah Jones and Hannah McElrath. One 4-Her represented Gordon County 4-H and Georgia 4-H as one of the 4 delegates to the National 4-H Agri-Science Summit, held in Washington, D.C. in January. That 4-Her was Bryson Smith. Also in this area, we've had over 300 youth participate in our more than 20 community service activities this year. Communications in the arts is another one of our program areas, and it focuses on verbal, visual, and written communication, as well as performing and visual arts. Clovers & Company, a performing arts group, is an opportunity for 4-H youth to promote and share with others the excitement, leadership, and talent evident in Georgia 4-H. Serving as a member of the production crew for Clovers & Company was Holly Kyle. In the Georgia 4-H photography contest, we had 2 from Gordon County compete, one in the youth division and one in the adult division, both placing multiple times in their respective divisions, entering from Gordon County were Jordan Westbrook and Rhonda Dunaway. Brianna Manning will now recognize our 4-Hers that competed in Project Achievement. Brianna?
Project Achievement, a cornerstone program of 4-H, allows 4-Hers to research and present a topic they are passionate about. Most projects require 4-Hers to make informative posters to support a timed speech, while other projects allow 4-Hers to exhibit their musical abilities, while others allow demonstration of food preparation techniques. Participants in Cloverleaf Project Achievement were Seth Carr, first place; Lowry Duggan, first place; Clayton Haddix, first place; Eli Hall, first place; Hayden Hyde, first place; William Parrish, first place; Allie Silvers, first place; Michaela Williams, first place; Emma Bennett, Elijah Bozeman, Giovanna Diaz, Henry Duggan, Chloe Duncan, Madison Inslee, Kaylee Flores, Hope Loveday, Sky Mahon, Frank Ochoa, Eli Parker, Presley Parrish, Sydney Petty, Talon Rogers, Alexis Ross, Robbie Serrett, Cheyenne Spears, Jason Valdez, and Jenica Weaver. Junior participants were McKenna Blaylock, first place; Caitlin Clardy, first place; Kylie Hurd, first place; Haley Stafford, first place; Kennedy Chambers, Hannah Jones, Anna Kentley, and Aiden Williams. Senior participants were Holly Kyle, Brianna Manning, Noah Marchman, Hannah McElrath, Rebecca McElrath, Madison McMorris, David Niles, Gabrielle Ralston, Jasmine Ralston, Bryson Smith, and Sydney Stanley. 5 senior participants won first place in their districts, or a sweepstakes win, and earned a trip to state 4-H Congress. Those 4-Hers were Holly Kyle, Brianna Manning, Hannah McElrath, Gabrielle Ralston, and Bryson Smith. Though the State Project Achievement Series had to be held virtually, Gordon County 4-Hers did very well in competition. 3 of our 4-Hers placed first in their projects and earned Master 4-H status and a trip to National Congress. Those 4-Hers were Brianna Manning, fruits, nuts, and vegetables; Hannah McElrath, swine; and Gabrielle Ralston, veterinary science. We would now like to recognize the elementary, middle, and high school with the highest participation in project achievement. Those schools are Calhoun Elementary, Ashworth Middle, and Snorville High. Gabrielle Ralston will now recognize our family and consumer science winners. Gabrielle?
Thank you, Brianna. The final program area of 4-H is Family and Consumer Sciences, teaching youth to have a positive relationship, make smart financial decisions, and to take care of their health. Cotton Bowl and Consumer Judging teaches 4-Hers the importance of cotton as an agricultural commodity, and to make knowledgeable, rational decisions when purchasing goods and services, and to communicate reasons for their choices. Participants in Cotton Bowl and Consumer Judging were, on the junior team, Annie Battencourt, Madison Inslee, Faith French, Aaliyah Geary, Hannah Jones, Mia McQueen, Presley Parrish, William Parrish, and Jenica Weaver. Senior team, Michaela Blackstock, Holly Kyle, and David Niles. One of our 4-Hers participated in the Georgia 4-H Pantry Pride Recipe Contest, making a no-cook snack recipe out of ingredients commonly found in a food pantry. That 4-Her was Clayton Haddix. As we move to the conclusion of our presentation, Miss Allie Griner, Gordon County 4-H agent, will present the last several awards. Miss Allie?
I get the honor of concluding our awards ceremony this evening with special recognition of several groups. First, I would like to recognize our class of 2020 graduating seniors. While the last part of their senior year was certainly unforgettable in its own right, these 4-Hers have also left their own legacy as a part of Gordon County 4-H. Whether in the show ring, the STEM lab, or the shooting range, these 4-Hers have excelled in their project areas, and we are proud to call them Gordon grown. Our graduating seniors for the class of 2020 were Cole Craig, George Freeman, Noah Marchman, Brent McDaniel, and Madison McMorris. Our final youth award for the year is our 4-H Key Award. The purpose of the award is to recognize 4-H members who have demonstrated consistent growth in their 4-H involvement, developed and applied their leadership skills, and actively participated in the functions of their 4-H club and community. To apply for the 4-H Key Award, a 4-Her must list on their application the activities they have completed in 4 areas related to leadership projects and activities. Each activity has a designated number of points, and a 4-Her must have a minimum of 500 points to be eligible to receive the Key Award. Points are cumulative from 7th grade, so it is expected that 4-Hers will take several years to reach the threshold for the 4-H Key Award. Our 2 4-Hers who have applied for and received the Key Award this year are Hannah McElrath and Bryson Smith. Lastly, I want to recognize the accomplishments of one of our own Extension Office staff members. Joan Sutherland is our administrative assistant, and as many of you know, the central hub that keeps our office all on track. Because she won't toot her own horn, I wanted to share that she was honored just recently with the State Excellence in Support Service Award from Epsilon Sigma Phi, the professional society for all of Georgia's extension agents. The award recognizes an employee in a support service role for significant contributions to extension effectiveness. Winning at the state level recognizes Joan as one of the top performers of all administrative assistants, program assistants, and other staff members. Congratulations, Miss Joan. I also want to give a huge shout out to our 2 program assistants, Becky Pass and Tim Street. Becky coordinated all of the awards for this program, and Tim created all of the videos that have been played this week. They are extraordinary staff members who have gone above and beyond this year, learning how to deliver distanced and virtual programs and adapting to ever-changing circumstances and policies. Our County Extension Coordinator, Greg Bowman, is the head of our team at the Gordon County Extension Office, and we appreciate his leadership this year and every year. This year has been an exceptional year in many regards, but it doesn't change the statement that I make each year that I have the best job in the world. I've watched our 4-Hers, families, volunteers, staff, and community overcome unique challenges that this pandemic has brought, and I think it has also allowed us to see what is truly important in our personal and professional lives. I am so excited to see what our 2020-2021 program year will bring. Gabrielle?
Thank you for viewing our awards presentation. We wish you a great new year in Gordon County 4-H. Brianna Manning will lead us in the 4-H pledge, after which our presentation will be concluded. Brianna?
Please stand for the 4-H pledge. I pledge my head to clearer thinking, my heart to greater loyalty, my hands to larger service, and my health to better living. For my club, my community, my country, and my world.